Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today, after many hours of watching Barney with the little one, I found myself singing the Friends song over and over in my head. And so tonight when he goes to sleep, I'm definitely rewatching Scarface just to cleanse my mental palate. But until then, Chico, let's gather around to watch Mr. Yo playing as the Bengalis in blue take on the Viper, playing as the Ethiopians in yellow. Now, while the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings with pepperonis and scouts and everything available to them, and try to go up to Feudal Age ASAP, why don't we take a look at the Civ matchup that we will be watching today? Now, the Bengalis are an elephant civilization through and through. All of their elephant units receive less bonus damage, are more resistant to conversion, and can be upgraded to attack 20% faster, which is amazing when you consider the fact that Bengalis get fully upgraded battle elephants, siege elephants, and their elephant archers also benefit from Parthian tactics. Now, in addition to that, all Bengali melee cavalry do come with a small +2 attack bonus against skirmishers, which makes their Feudal Age defense a little bit stronger. Now, in order to support these slow units on the battlefield, Bengali monks do come with a huge +3/+3 armor boost, and their unique unit, the Ratha, is one of the most versatile units in the game. Also, one of the most hated units in the game, being a chariot unit that can switch between ranged and melee attacks, which now, by the way, deal trample damage. Now, in order to support the Bengali army, every Bengali town center spawns 2 villagers for free whenever the next age is reached, so we will keep an eye on Mr. Yo's town center as best that I can. If I I have been known to miss things in the past, for example, and their villager and monk population can be upgraded to take up 10% less population space by making each one of these individual villagers and monks count for 0.9 population room instead of the usual 1. And so you can use your extra population space for more military to boom your economy even more, or you can just kind of hang out with less than 200 population, although I'm not too sure why you would do that. In any event, the game is yours. The world is yours, Chico. Oh, I'm getting way too deep into the Scarface rabbit hole right now. Anyway, the Viper, playing as the Ethiopians in yellow, a civilization designed to kill its opponents as fast as humanly possible. Ethiopian foot archers are the fastest firing foot archers in the game. Their onagers, their scorpions, rams, and bombard cannons can all be upgraded to have an even bigger blast radius. And their unique unit, the Shotel warrior, is a lightning fast, incredibly strong, but pretty damn fragile infantry unit that only trains in 4 seconds once you upgrade it to its elite form. Now, to help strengthen their army on the battlefield, both their Shotel warriors and their camel units can be upgraded to take less damage from all mounted units, whether ranged or melee, which may be a little bit of a problem here for our Bengali. And lastly, to support their military endeavors, the Ethiopians do get 100 food and 100 gold for free whenever they go up in age. So I'll have to keep an eye on both civilizations when we go up to the next stage so we can see these bonuses in action. They do get the pikemen upgrade for free in Castle Age, which means they save about 300 resources, and their economy is much harder to raid because their outposts come with a big +3 boost to their line of sight and don't cost any stone. So I'll say it again as I've said it before, and will continue to say it every time we see a player play Ethiopians. I expect to see about 1 billion outposts all over the map as Mr. Yo heads due east to discover a whole bunch of nothing, and then he'll most likely pivot north. I think he already showed up here. Didn't see any resource patches. Very important to discover. Oh, how sour is that? He missed the resource patch here. Very important to discover resource patches when you're out on the map scouting. That kind of indicates to you where your opponent is. 3, not so much. You kind of know you're on the wrong side. But if you see, for example, 4 gold, 4 gold, 5 stone, you kind of know you're in the general area. So Mr. O is seeing a little bit of gold. Didn't really see whether this is 3, 4, or 5 patches. Oh, he sees the deer as well. He must think he's in the right area now, discovering the Viper's hunting ground. But no, he discovers 3 patches and then continues on his merry way. Whereas the Viper, in the meantime, pushing deer as he was doing for the last few minutes. Okay, good time for us as the players both head up at the exact same time, it looks like, to the next age. So this is going to be very interesting. We'll have to keep your left eye on this town center and keep your right eye on the top right of your screen, if you can do that. Anyway, just being silly, let's take a look at the starting resources of the players. Primary gold for Mr. Yo, nice and secure in the back. Primary stone, very exposed, as is additional golden stone. And then there's a bit of extra gold to the side, but nothing really in the attack path except the primary stone and additional gold. Forests, a few small ones scattered about, but this is a fairly open base. There's a lot of forest to the north of his base, which we'll see how he decides to wall this off. Where do you think his villagers are going to go? To the wood line? Let's take a look. 3, 2, 1. Nope, they're going straight to the berries. And take a look at the top right of your screen. The Viper of his 50 gold has become 150 gold. Has Mysterio discovered his opponent? Yes. Has the Viper discovered his opponent? Not quite yet. Okay, so good time for us to also look at the Viper's base. Primary gold, nice and off the beaten path here to the back. Additional stone, additional gold off campus. Where is his primary stone? We saw it nice and secure in the back as well. So the Viper has more secure resources with additional gold here as well. What he doesn't have, like Mr. Yo has, is a lot of wood lines. And so he's got one kind of bigger, thicker, juicier forest in the forward position, whereas Mr. Yo's base is completely open in this direction. Actually, the fact that I can zoom out very little and see both bases on the same screen tells me that we're in for some good action. Anytime you have a situation like this where the bases are not too far apart, so it probably lends itself to a lot more action, a lot more fast-paced action as a little band of an archer and a spearman move forward, as a scout and a spearman move forward towards the other base. And looks like Mr. Yo here got the first kill, destroying the Viper's scout. I either missed it on the screen or will have seen it in picture. I do apologize. But in any event, here we go. One archer from our Ethiopian is enough. So these guys, by the way, start the game firing 18% faster. Seconds between attack, 1.7. Which when combined with Parthian tactics makes them fire 1.4, but you know, we're still in feudal, so not too Parthian tactics not really a reality just yet. Why is Mr. Yo continuing to explore these kind of edges of the map here? Uh-oh. I think Mr. Yo wants to get a second kill here. 2 villagers pulled off. They do have loom, which means that the Viper's 2 units here might need to be careful. There's 4 villagers here. And as annoying as it is to defend with villagers, they might cause a bit of trouble to that army. Oh, the Viper is fighting uphill with villagers. That's not good. Okay, so both players having their berries pushed into. This is the battle of the berries at the 12-minute mark at this point. But one skirmisher is literally enough to shoo away both of these units, since it comes with an attack bonus literally against both of these units. Spearman 3, Archer 3, and bye-bye goes the Viper's aggression. I'm sure he's not too upset about that, to be honest, since it gives him the opportunity to micro more at home against this substantial sized force out of Mr. Yo. What are we working with here? 4 skirmishers, 2 spearmen, and now we're going to jump up to 6 skirmishers. Although this thick wood line is really helping the Viper out. I don't think the skirmisher or even an archer planted here would be able to reach any of these villagers, even with fletching, even with a +1 range. That being said, Mysterio is kind of circling this forest. He's still here. Looks like the Viper did manage to kill one of his units. Not here, though. So both players sitting at 1 kill apiece. Both players sitting at 31 villagers apiece. There is fletching for our Bengali. So +1 attack and range on his units. Rather, archer units. Oh. But the Viper needs to be careful. He's kind of sandwiching here. Mysterio's not really paying attention with these 3 skirmishers. Ooh, Mysterio needs to concentrate his army now that the Viper has shown a few scouts. But you know what? This little alley between the barracks and the archery range might be a good place for Mr. Yo to park his ass. And just start attacking these scouts. Why is Spearman down here? Oh, look at their HP. That's why they're down there. They cannot even move forward because the second they do, these archers, these skirmishers are just going to destroy them. And so a tactical retreat here by Mysterio. Let's watch the action unfold. Both players trying to snipe each other's units. Oh, random skirmisher shows up. So a trail of dead bodies, and we're sitting at 9 kills to 7. Probably will be 10 or 11 kills to 7, unless this one spearman is enough to shoo the Viper away. Oh no, but the skirmishers finally, after about 3 whole minutes of attacking these scouts, managed to get one of their HP down. What was that? That was a little bit of a love tap to this one spearman. And now we're both navigating around this forest here to the center as the Viper's using his mobility to great effect here, gunning down even more of these skirmishers, even more of them. It is now 12 kills to 8, 12 kills to 9. But if the Viper even stops paying attention for a millisecond, Mysterio's numerically superior army will destroy those scouts. And what is he building behind this? Blacksmith market. We know he's got a stable. We know he's got an archery range. So the Viper going with a little bit of everything here. And Mysterio's use and placement of these spearmen is just amazing. No more, though, coming out. What does he have? He's got a blacksmith as part of the wall off, which is standard, and a archery range annoyingly placed right along the edge of the stone. So mining that stone's... Oh, sorry about that. Mining that stone's going to be a little bit annoying later on. And the Viper's just happy here to the south to run circles around this one spearman. I'm sure he could engage into this. He'll probably lose 2 of his scouts, but if he really wanted to, he could. And what is happening here? The Viper is losing a villager. First villager kill of the game going to Mysterio. Quite possibly a second. No. The Viper is 1 minute and 45 seconds away from Castle Age, which is why he is happy to just continue taking a little bit of damage here and there. And oh no, the scouts close in on the skirmishers. They get one, or did they get one? Who killed this scout? It's like an Agatha Christie novel. Who killed the scout? Death on the berry bush. Death underneath the berry bushes. You have to call in Hercule Poirot to solve that mystery, or I can just watch the game back and see who killed him. And uh-oh, wait a second. Well, I've been blabbing on about nonsense. Mysterio's army gets trapped. This is not good for him at all. Can he get anything done here? Let's see. He's attacking one villager. He's doing a lot of moving around with these skirmishers. And that's it. But one legion destroyed. Another legion rises. 5 skirmishers, 2 spearmen. 1.5 minutes from reaching the next age is our Bengali. Take a look at the Viper's resources. 250 gold becomes 350 gold. And now with one of these trees felled, he actually does have the range. Oh, of course oh my god, my zooming in right at the worst times possible. Right as that scout bites the dust. I don't think he can get in here. Yeah, this is pretty walled off. Is this walled off? Yeah, there's a palisade here behind. An invisible palisade. I don't expect Mysterio to get too much done with these skirmishers. They do attack on a 3. And now there's Ethiopian knights on the battlefield. One of them's taken damage already and is moving forward. These 2 knights should be able to destroy these skirmishers right as, uh-oh, the Viper shows up. And this villager has a long way to go, and you best believe the Viper is going to body block. So he gets the villager. He gets the spearman. The Viper is just running away with the kill count right now. Although populations are identical. Villager population the same. Military population was the same right up until these knights show up, and our Ethiopian is adding in a camel. Okay. Perhaps expecting some kind of mounted response from our Bengali, who is now also in castle, and plopping down a second town center next to the gold. And the scout is still here. It's got 4 HP. 8 kills on this one scout. Holy moly. Is that a grizzled veteran of the Bengali Ethiopian wars? Not too sure what he expects to get done, though, with 4 HP left, as the Viper just unrelenting, destroying this Feudal Age army, this Feudal Age defense, and Mysterio's not even going to get the town center up. I mean, the Viper is now double the kill count of his opponent. Mysterio might have been playing a few too many games here with his skirmishers and his spearmen in the earlier stages of the game, because 23 minutes in, he's down 18 kills. And by the way, the Vipers killed 7 villagers to the 1 of Mysterio. 8, 9 villagers, 10 villagers. No, never mind. I got excited there for nothing. It looks like the Viper did bust in here, but it looks like Mysterio let him, as this camel counters the knight. The knight chasing. Who got the kill there? Was it the town center? Yes, it was, with 1 kill. Another kill. So Mysterio, okay. You know what? I mean, kill count, he's still half, 22 to 42. Yikes. That is not a good number. But he's defended. He's defended. Oh, he's defended with 10 fewer villagers. The Viper managing to get those 10 villager kills is just perhaps just a bit too much trouble. It's like, what was her name? Tanya Harding taking a crowbar to, oh my God, what was her name? What was the name of that skater who she crippled with the blow to the knee. Oh my god. I can't remember, but that's what the Viper has done to Mr. Yo. He's taken a crowbar and he's capped him on the knee. Man, I'm really thinking way too much about Scarface. Okay, more and more Ethiopian camels are coming out. He's going archers as well. Are we going to get to see those machine gun crossbowmen? And Mr. Yo's not really getting much done here. The Viper is happy right now to sit on this base. He's got 0 map presence. He's got a few cavalry units trying to chase the light cav away, but beyond that, he is full villager production mode. He's going up to 60 villagers to the 46 of his opponent. So his economy is going to seriously outpace the size of Mr. Yo's, even though Mr. Yo is now also adding in a 3rd town center. The Viper already has his up. One greatly positioned, the other perfectly positioned. I mean, these are great town centers. Lots and lots of space for farms, lots of space for his villagers to run into if they come under attack. And speaking of coming in under attack, oh, look at Mr. Yo body blocking with the cavalry units to try to keep his monk alive, but the archers become crossbows, don't care about the body block, and no, they kill that monk. Even though, remember, Bengali monks, take a look at their armor. 3-3. Are they a fun civilization to watch on Arena, where the players fight over relics? Has he seen? He's seen one town center. He must suspect that these farms are located centered around another town center. Monsieur's getting fervor, so he's going with the monk upgrades. He does have 2 relics to the 0 of his opponent. I don't think the Viper really gives a rat's ass about relics right now, to be honest. He's just continuing to build up his archers. He's going up to 13. Ethiopian archers are very much like cav archers. They eventually reach death ball proportions. Down goes the villager. Down will go the light cav. Let's see it. Man, the camel just countering this unit, although it did take a good amount of damage. Kill lead not as serious as before, but growing. And the Viper loses a crossbow to a conversion. Monsieur's adding in elite skirmishers as well. Not a bad play against the Ethiopians. Now, the Bengalis do, I want to say, struggle against the Ethiopian archer unit, because they do have the elephant archer. That Bengali freaking elephant archer, they may not get thumb ring, but man, oh man, with the pikes upgrade, they attack 20% faster. And all of a sudden he has to get the hell out of here. Why is he jacking lumber in the most awkward exposed forest when he's got so many more back home? He's literally got 3 other locations that are about 50,000 times more secure. Not to exaggerate, but a lot more secure. What are we going to research out of our university? Probably ballistics, right? Light cav, devotion. He does not want to lose any more units of these Bengali monks. And Mr. Yo is housed at 85. Oh, he has to pull 3 villagers just to get them unhoused. The Viper, does he know there's high ground here? Yeah, of course he knows there's high ground here. Doesn't really need it, though. 9 kills already. They're going to hunt themselves another spearman, but Mr. Yo is not really playing the usual defense here. Instead, going Hera style. You attack me, I'm just going to attack you and convert both your camels. Great get there for our Bengali. But there's a bunch of crossbows here. Bye-bye, spearman. Bye-bye, spearman. Down he goes. And now all of a sudden these villagers are all going to be exposed. Mr. Yo preemptively pulls them as back at the Viper's base. He is trying to get as much damage as he can done. But the Viper's created this thick, juicy wall off here that Mr. Yo can't really enter into. Now what he can do is use these monks. What's their faith like now? Okay, they're basically almost ready to convert again. Ready to love again. 1 whack, 2 whack, 3 whacks. That's the power of the Bengali armor upgrade. Any other monk would die after 2 whacks of a light cav sword. They require 3, which does give them a lot of longevity, which, speaking of longevity, this army is still here and sniping more and more villagers. What is Mr. Yo accomplishing here with all of these monks? 7 monks. So he says, I'm just going to take your army. Uh-oh, light cav, 1 whack, 2 whack, 3 whack. 1 monk down, 2 monks down. Oh no, 3 monks. 4 monks. Forget the light cav, he's going after the monks. 5 monks. Oh no, 5. Any other civilization except perhaps the Aztecs, those monks would have died a long time ago, but 500 gold in exchange for 1 light cavalry unit is not exactly a worthwhile trade there for Mr. Yo. Oh no, he is down 50 total population. The Viper's economy has just roided up. It took a syringe, it took a needle that it got from its personal trainer, lowered its pants, and injected its butt cheek. And now he is 35 villagers. He's literally at a 50% bigger economy, and he converted a battle elf. Okay. Oh my god. And he's moving forward with a middle of the road castle here. So he wants to push in. He's just not sure he can with all these monks and skirmishers. You know what's going to get rid of these skirmishers? That very slow waddling elephant. Although not exactly invincible is that elephant. And there's thumb ring for our Ethiopian. And all of a sudden these crossbows are just going to become absolutely disgusting to watch. Somebody do something about this elephant. It is just running amok here in the middle of the Bengali town center. The light cav, the town center, join in and they kill it. Who got it? I don't really know. It looks like the elephant. No more elephants. And now the Viper's adding in scale barding armor. Interesting. Oh, look at the Viper's resources. Look at Mr. Yo's got Mr. Yo's got 1,200 gold, no food, but the Viper, he just needs 80 more food. Is he going to rush up to Imperial? I say rush up at the 37 minute mark of the game. Not exactly rushing. Yeah, he's going up to Imperial. Look at this attack speed, by the way, on the crossbows. 1.4 second delay. I always compare it to the Mangadai just because the Mangadai is so ridiculously fast. And these are now Mangadai level and a very emergency defensive castle here for the King of Holds. The question is, can he hold? He's at half the army count. He's down 34 villagers. So still the same deficit of villagers. He's got 1,600 gold. Why does Mr. Yo have so much gold? Bear gets activated. Bear gets shot. Small scuffles erupting. Mr. Yo's getting a good amount of conversions. I'm curious to see at the end of this game how many conversions he got. But look at the mini map and look at just the size of these settlements. Compare the Viper's yellow giant blob to Mr. Yo's kind of flattened flubber blob here. Kind of pushed towards the edge. Skirting, hugging the edge of the map. Oh no, and now the Viper's Ethiopian cavalry, they notice a juicier target. 1 whack, 2 whack, 1 more. Down goes the monk, and now they're going to go after those skirmishers, but they're running away to the castle. Rathas! Why is he trading Rathas? Those are going to come out. I mean, he's got decent upgrades, I guess. I don't know. I don't know about Rathas. Now, the good news for the Ratha is that there's no skirmishers out of our Ethiopian, who is going to be in Imperial in 25 seconds. And I'm assuming, based on the resources, that the Viper is going to, what, immediately upgrade these crossbows into arbalests? Or invest in maybe some armor upgrades for them? Nope. Immediately arbalest. Immediately bracer. Okay, Mr. Yo's in serious trouble here. He's going to have to get another castle up if he wants to defend this. Just so that he has static defense. But even with static defense, he's still 2 minutes away from the next stage. Should he have gone up to Imperial? That's 1,800 resources he could be using to pump out elephant archers, which I think are what he needs right now. Oh, he's only got 3 archery ranges, though. Where's the third? 1, 2... I am missing with my little eye the location of the third. Oh no, he's building it. Okay, that's why I can't see it. Oh god. Oh, look at them. Look at this. Look at this. Freaking ridiculous. They're machine guns. Oh wow. Okay. So Mr. Yo just can't contend with the death ball. And this is what I'm talking about. The Ethiopian arbalest, the crossbow, is basically a cav archer death ball. Look at the speed of this attack. I mean, what the hell is this? Look at this. This is ridiculous. What do you do against this? I guess you GG. Wow, Mr. Yo didn't even make it up to Imperial Age. Right before the end, he was 1 minute and 18 seconds away. That is very sour for him. And the Viper, with a very cautious first castle, he dipped his toe into the pool and saw that the water was nice and comfortable for him. And so now he's diving right into the deep end with his very aggressive castle. Not that many villagers, though. 6 villagers. Not exactly a Sicilian or Spanish building speed, but 6 villagers will get the job done. They'll lame not exactly a lot. The monastery with 2 relics, more importantly, the stables. But yeah, Mr. Yo, he needed to double down in castle. There's no way he, or at least for a little bit, but he has way too much gold. Why does he have 1,800 gold? Was he just worried that these crossbows would just show up everywhere and lame his precious resources? And again, I ask, why is he jacking lumber in this very exposed forest when he's got so many more secure forests at home? I mean, even this one's more secure than that. Very interesting game, but I mean, I want to see that again. They fire so fast. What the hell do you do against this unit that fires at 1.4 second delay and in 42 seconds will be fully upgraded with chemistry, attack-wise, armor-wise, missing a lot of armor, although I guess if you're going up against skirmishers, what's the point of armor? It's really their bonus is not going to, your armor's not going to matter to their bonus. But the Ratha switch, how many are there here? No, just the one. I question whether he should have gone Rathas or he should have gone elephants. Look at his food and gold count. That's a lot of elephant archers he could have pumped out. Now, will they hold their own against the Ethiopian arbalest? I don't know. But they're definitely going to have a lot more HP than a skirmisher, and a lot more HP than even a Ratha. Double the HP, more than double the HP of the Ratha. But the Viper, 28 arbalests. Let's take a look at the stats. That was just an amazing game. I think Mr. Yo spent a little bit too much in the early game throwing skirmishers and spearmen at the Viper, and the Viper just held fantastically and then just got his economy up and running a lot quicker and a lot better than Mr. Yo did. 57 skirmishers, 69. Any other civilization, this would be a much more even fight. But with the Ethiopian firing speed, that arbalest is just way too powerful. Peak APM 10 minutes in, peak APM 15 minutes in. So both of them scrambling in the beginning, fighting during Feudal Age. Look at that, about 30% bigger economy for the Ethiopian. All 4 resources going to him. An extra castle's worth of stona, a huge amount of gold, huge amount of food, and huge amount of wood. More than his opponent. And here we go. What do we think the conversions are going to be for Mr. Yo? 12? 12 to 15 is my guess. 17, okay. 17 out of 120 is not terrible. What is that, like 6% of the Ethiopian economy became converted and joined the Bengali side? That's not bad at all. Mr. Yo didn't destroy a single structure. The Viper destroyed 4, so not exactly the raisings that were important. And look at that, even though the Viper had so many villager kills in the beginning, at the end he only killed 21. Mr. Yo killed 13. So on the whole, like I said, I think Mr. Yo just perhaps spent himself a little bit too much here in Feudal Age and then took way too much damage. What was it, like 9 or 10 extra villagers killed by the Viper's crossbows and his knights and his light cavalry units. And Mr. Yo just never recovered from that. He's still down. I guess he's only down 27 villagers, which 100 versus 127 is not as bad as, 27 to 54 or something like that. But still, the entire game, he was just down 30%. And if you do that against the Ethiopians, it's like doing that against the Magyars and being surprised when a fully upgraded Cav Archer with recurve bow shows up in your base. If you do that against the Ethiopians, don't be surprised if 26 arbalests show up firing at the speed of a Mangadai and you have literally nothing at home. You have 9 army. And what is that army? 4 skirmishers, 3 light cavalry, a Ratha, and a monk. And so Mr. Yo gets breached the Viper with a brilliant hold in Feudal Age, a fantastic villager sniping, what do we want to call it, example in late Feudal, early Castle, and was just able to cripple Mr. Yo's economy while at the same time destroying the army that he sent forward. And using that advantage, the Viper, if any player knows how to turtle up and just build up his economy and grind, it's the Viper. And like I said, a very very cautious castle in the beginning, but now that he sees that he has the advantage, he is very much pressing it. And so our Bengali just not able to get up the resistance that he needs. Like I said, I really wish we got to see some elephant archers out of our Bengali. As you guys know, anytime I see an elephant civ, I really just want to see elephants. And unfortunately, we did not get to see that. We got to see a few Rathas hiding here behind the archery range with their double plumed horses. But ultimately, it is this unit that scares Mr. Yo, forces the GG, and the Viper takes the W in a fun back and forth. But ultimately, yeah, there can be only one, and the one in this particular case is the Viper. But GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.